We got the David situation getting disturbing. Now, this is from Jamari. So I think this is before the most recent Sauce that came out. So we're going to catch a more recent one. But yeah, nevertheless, we know this is a banger.
Music artist out there named So there is a music artist out there named David, born March 28, 2005 and raised in Houston, Texas. His come up story is actually
2005, 2025. That means he's 20 now, which means when the situation first popped off, well, I guess it was last year. So he was 19, arguably 17 when he first started talking to this girl. Because I think the timeline's like 3 years. I'm just trying to put the numbers together in my head.
Pretty insane. The guy was a YouTuber trying to be the next big gaming streamer, and so back in 2018 he was creating Fortnite content, including montages.
I didn't even know
that. So basically I played Fortnite from 2017 to 2021. I became a YouTuber. I was playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these different type of games to try to become like the biggest next thing, streamer, Kai Cenat, everything.
Where he was routinely using the most mainstream trending music to get more eyes on his videos, because at that time he was completely unknown.
The songs have an algorithm to them. So let's say 2 people use, I don't know, Halo, and then 3 people use them, 4 people use them. That song, if you hear it in enough videos, your video will be the one that goes up. I don't know how it works, but on YouTube, that's how it works for Fortnite.
So you literally, nothing changed in what you were doing. All you did was put one song in.
Put a song in the video.
That is until David's worst nightmare came true, and almost every video he had ever made got copyrighted overnight for using the music. And so David breaks down, he calls his mom crying, and she says if you want to fix your problem, then you should just make your own music. So then David literally starts recording into his phone, and creates his first song on a free music editing software. He posts it up to SoundCloud, it starts getting plays, and the rest is really history.
And I made the song called You and I, which now has, 94 million streams. My second song I ever made. Put it in the montage, and I tagged it on Twitter. First Fortnite player to use his own song in the video. That was the title.
That's a banger. Okay.
And, bro, everyone was using the song after that day. Like, the Fortnite streamers that I was watching and looked up to were using my song. Everybody was using my song, bro. Crazy, because it was royalty free, because nobody's getting copyright strikes.
David was a pioneer for doing this because he actually sounded pretty good. It's actually pretty reminiscent of the blog era back when I was a teenager, when rappers like Logic and Skizzy Mars were blowing up from phase montages back then in the early 2010s. So he was making the Fortnite videos with his music, and then he started making trending sounds on TikTok by recording covers of already popular songs, and then pitching the audio all the way up to give it that classic Alvin and the Chipmunks sound.
I got 500,000 followers off that.
Bro, this is the guy that did all this? It's hurting me.
Bro. But then literally 2 TikToks later was the romantic homicide one, which has like 16 million views.
Wait, what?
Everybody, my mom was commenting on this one, bro.
Wait,
like,
so you made this one as Alvin still?
Dude, yeah. Still, same thing. Everything is crazy.
He actually credits making those covers as the place where he honed his sound.
So the reason why you developed your style was just because you were pretending to be Alvin the Chipmunk.
Dude, yeah.
That's insane.
And from here, David would explode onto the scene in 2022 with his actual music, ironically with his most popular song called Romantic Homicide. Understand that his music was especially trending on TikTok, which at the time was the platform producing smash hits from all kinds of unknown artists.
To most people, they go into a studio, they have a professional microphone, they have like a mixing board, there's a person who makes the beat, there's a whole thing. He does everything in his cell phone.
I mean, understand that David's rise was a matter of months, going from completely unknown to a massive internet musician. I mean, I would say that he showed off around as much internet prowess as someone like Lil Nas X, who also really utilized social media kinda in a different way for his blow up.
It hit 78 on Billboard a week and a half later.
And so the guy was getting billions of views and plays across the internet. His debut album Withered was released earlier this year. It sold 30,000 units and reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 200, and overall he was really on the brink of becoming a more mainstream artist, not just popular on the internet. He would even go on tour last year opening up for SZA, and the guy was currently headlining his own tour.
You feel me? We're in a mini arena, you know what I'm saying? We got multiple levels. We done upgraded, you feel me? Last time I was here was with SZA. Now we headlining it. Let's go crazy and go stupid and go dumb. You feel me? Yeah.
So clearly David had some die-hard fans of his music. He was relatively young and at the beginning of a very popular career. But now it looks like he has potentially thrown all of that away, and even potentially his own life, as his story has taken a very dark turn. It really all started when a Tesla was impounded in a Los Angeles tow yard. The car was brought in from Hollywood Hills after people reported abandoned since the beginning of the summer, which was right around the time that David began his tour. Obviously it's been hot outside and a rancid smell started to come from the back of the car, and the people who work at the impound lot noticed this, and really without a better way to say it, inside the trunk contained the human remains of a 15-year-old girl who had been missing since last summer 2024, named Celeste Rivas. Understand that she had already run away from home multiple times, but this was the occasion where she was not seen again and her family wanted answers. And this is where David comes into the picture, as the Tesla was registered under his name.
Using human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belonged to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index.
Okay, time out. Wait, she said this is a lot when she was last seen?
A yellow metal Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings.
Okay, she was found. So I heard that there was how do I put this in nice terms? I heard that there was some choppy going on with what was being disposed of. I heard it was cut up. So I'm kind of confused how this comes in, unless it wasn't as cut up as people said it was. I don't know.
A yellow metal bracelet and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
Now listen to what they said there about the tattoo, because it's actually really important.
She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
I want you to take a wild guess who else has a matching tattoo on his hand. That's right, that man David. They both reportedly have the very same tattoo that just reads, "Shh." And apparently that's how they were able to identify her, was through this tattoo. Like I said, her body was dismembered. And just listen to what her mother, who did publicly release her identity, had to say.
You know, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us
5'3", 13 currently, right? Born in 2010, so she was missing at 13. Yeah, because her birthday didn't come yet. Her birthday's in September, so her birthday would have just passed. She would have just been 15. So she was like 13 and a half when she went missing. And at David's birthday is March 28th, so he would have just turned 24. No, he would have just turned 19. He was born in 2005, so yeah, 19. So 19 and 13, boy, you wildin', boy, you wildin', boy.
That she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David,
and that her daughter had a tattoo with the letters "shh" on her right index finger.
that the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
So obviously this looks like a really bad situation for David right now, as it allegedly appears that he might have been having a relationship with someone underage, and then potentially he ended her life and stuffed her in the back of his car, leaving her there to rot.
So what inspired
That's
the hook,
crazy.
"In the Back of My Mind You Died" is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
And keep in mind, guys, if these allegations have any truth, that means she was more like 13 to 14 years old when she went missing. To make matters even worse, when you look into his music, he's made a music video where he puts a body into the trunk of his car. There is other imagery and videos where a girl who looks like her disappears as he grieves the end of their love. Apparently, David was creating a funeral atmosphere at his shows with actual caskets, and he also name-dropped this girl Celeste allegedly on a now leaked song that was allegedly written back in December.
Darling, I would love to ease your mind, but you only open up when you get high. If I had the money, I would buy us time just to get by, just to stay high. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed, oh Celeste. Afraid you only love me when undressed, but you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed, but I digress because I love you so, so much, baby. What? Wow. Wow.
December of 2023.
Okay.
Now, when the car was initially discovered and linked to him and they found the body in the trunk, this guy just kept on touring like nothing happened. But more recently, it has been reported that he is working with the police and in turn has had to cancel several of his tour dates.
As last we heard, he was cooperating. LAPD is not naming him a suspect at this point or a person of interest. We're waiting to hear more from them.
I mean, how this guy could not be a person of interest, I do not know. Like, if there had to be at least one person of interest in this situation, it would be him. Some people are even speculating that the two showed up on an IRL stream together, but that is yet to be confirmed. I've seen alleged messages from her brother. People are claiming that she was in the back of a picture that David took on Discord in 2023. Others are claiming there are pictures of him paying people off who might have information. But of course, at this time, this is all merely speculation. It's also important to note that there will be a lot of people online trying to piece together the information that are not going to be getting things 100% right. So you should take everything with a grain of salt, but I will say right now it's not looking good for this guy at all. Also, if you look at footage from his shows, most of his fans do appear to be younger teenagers.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of normal, though. Granted, it's not looking good. It's looking terrible. The fact that he wasn't even named as a person of interest is insane to me. But I can understand him not being a suspect, but a person of interest is kind of crazy because it's like we have no other names to go off of. I would assume the police don't really have any other names to go off of unless they recovered her phone and they looked at phone records or something like that, and that's how they, have some more information. But yeah, it's not looking good.
Fortnite, bro.
And honestly, if the guy did do it, I just don't understand how he could be so dumb to just allegedly leave this car out there for months.
Yeah,
even if we assume there was foul play from some sort of outside party here, how could you just not care about your car? I don't know, the situation is one of the weirder ones we've probably ever seen. I'm sure we will get a lot of answers here in the coming days. I don't know if this is just police
hot take, right? I'm gonna say something absolutely ludicrous. This is false. There's no way, right? But there is a 0.05% chance. What if he was mildly intrigued or entranced by this girl, right? He gets into it. His community is ride or die for him in his Discord server or whatever. He's talking to his mods about the beef that he got with her or whatever, how she acted weird or how she wants to break up, right? So the mods are like, wow, that's crazy. She shouldn't be doing you like that, bro. One of her mods, right? One of his mods catches up to her in real life, takes her phone, breaks up with him that way, right? He never hears from her. So he's like, dang, she really just got rid of me. She just really off me. She don't really care no more. And he moved on. And that's when in the back of his mind, she was gone. But in real life, one of his mods from his Discord server took care of business for him, thinking that was the correct thing to do. He goes through this process, goes through Discord messages, cooperates with the police. Come to find out, they find the guy that actually did it. And it was one of his mods from Discord. Crazy plot twist. That's not the case, but I just figured it would be kind of funny if not funny, but it would be the only thing that would be crazier and more wild than what's currently going on.
Protocol to not make.
And if it actually does happen, on the off 5% chance that 0.05% chance that it does happen, I have nothing to do with it. Let me go and throw it out there right there. I was just trying to go full conspiracy theorist, tinfoil hat on this one. And if that does end up being the case, I will be playing the lottery. I've never played the lottery before, but I will play it this time.
I'm a person of interest, but I also find that kind of strange. Maybe one of you can explain that to us down below in the comments, but I will continue to keep you updated on the situation. Y'all let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, but I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy Jamari, and some insane situations out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, appreciate the objectivity of that all. Jamar really be dropping them bangers, dude.